Hey guys, it's great to be back with you once again. It's still really cold morning this morning, but so it is. We'll go ahead and switch on over here for you, and we'll just go straight into this game. You know already, likely from whatever I'm titling this video, since I haven't made it yet, what game we're gonna play. This is thanks to, what is that? Yeah, this is a heck of an introduction. So this is NHL Blades of Steel 99 on the N64. This is the last Blades of Steel game, the only one on the N64. So I'll tell you this, initially I was thinking like I should do the Game Boy Color version of Blades of Steel 99 and 2000. And so, oh, I probably should have done a quick start, huh? Okay. The A button here is actually my D button. Anyway, we're just gonna have some fun with this. That's all this is all about. I don't know, let's be Edmonton, huh? And we'll play against the Mighty Ducks. You remember that movie? Anyway, so let's go ahead and just jump straight into this and see what happens here. This is going to be fun. I kind of know the controls a little bit, and that's about it. I'm not using an N64 style controller. This is the 8-bit Do SN30 Pro. So it's the Super Nintendo controller. The problem is that the C buttons are mapped to this whatever thing at the bottom, the joystick-like thing or whatever it is. So it's going to be kind of weird, but we'll see how it goes. This is actually pretty cool, by the way. This is really well done. This is a lot better than the PlayStation version of the game the next year. I was about to say, I thought about doing the Game Boy Color game. I sat down and played it a little bit, and I was really frustrated with the thing because it's exactly the same as the Game Boy version of Blades of Steel, which, as I said before, was like awful, right? They didn't make any improvements other than giving it a little bit of color. So it's the same as NES Blades of Steel, except, you know, it has like some, I don't know, like NHL teams and NHL players or whatever in it. So anyway. The graphics here are not necessarily the best things in the world, but the introduction screens and stuff are actually pretty good. Let's play hockey.
He carries it over the blue line, fires it from the left. The goalie stops it with his body. Pass to the opening, receives the pass. The Anaheim Mighty Ducks has been caught offside.
Nice. This is actually really good. I like this presentation a lot, honestly.
Intercepts the puck. He carries it over the blue line. Rips it, save, robbed. And the goalie hangs on for a whistle.
Someone was telling me there in the comments about something about the game, doing some weird things when it came to changing players and stuff like that, but I haven't noticed it that much so far. Of course, right now I'm kind of focusing on trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing, which is the way that it always is in this game. Oh, here, I see now. So yeah, I'm like, how do I choose? I want to choose this player that I actually want to,
He steps up in the defensive zone. He has control. He carries
Boy, this defenseman is absolutely ripping through everybody. All right.
Feeds it back. He takes over control of the puck.
It was a little bit strange trying to get him to turn around, and didn't quite work. But then again, you have to know I'm using a D-pad where I should be using the N64 had that other type of like joystick. Yeah, I see here. I see what you're talking about. I see.
He picks up the puck and it's icing.
I see what it is. Yeah, so like they just suddenly like have you change players. That's an improvement in the PlayStation version of the game. Where that doesn't happen. And then here, of course, you do see guys who are like transparent and stuff like that. In the interest of full transparency, we have players who are transparent.
Passes it to the other side.
You know what, though? I think I can push left and right maybe to change players.
Out of the zone on an odd man rush.
Yeah.
He has control.
So that does work.
He dances around that check. He's got the puck on a string. He carries it over the blue line. He takes over control of the puck.
Oh, wait, what are you doing, bro? Get the puck. Get the puck.
The ref stops the play for a face-off.
Anyway, this is actually a lot of fun. If you haven't played this game before, I kind of recommend it. This is a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So this time around, I didn't check a lot of like the reviews, things that people are saying and stuff like that. See, that sucks. I wish they would do, you know, the offside thing where well, I guess we advanced the puck in the zone so it wouldn't happen, but you know, where the ref holds his hand up and you go back and stuff like that, so we don't have to do a stupid face-off every 5 seconds.
He dances around that check. He circles in the neutral zone. Rips it. Nice save.
Yeah, if it would stop like just changing the player I'm controlling like a random like this, that would be really nice. But otherwise, it's actually a pretty good game.
Fires it from the left. Save. And the goalie hangs on for a whistle.
Trying to pass. I think I pushed the wrong button. Whatever. Anyway, so I guess we have the Olympics to pay attention to next. I haven't paid very much attention other than listening on the radio to the Washington Capitals coach talking about how, you know, we probably need to remember that we actually have a season to play, right? That the season's going to be over pretty soon, so we should probably like start winning some games and stuff. There you go.
Just blew it by the goalie with a wicked slap shot. They take the lead.
So I'm probably not going to do very much like Olympic type content. I might do a little bit. Maybe we'll do a little bit of talking about like the 1980, you know, Olympics, since it's the big famous thing in the U.S. I don't know. The truth is, though, that when it comes to, I mean, Olympic hockey is fun to watch, but you know, the like future of international hockey, I think, has a lot more to do with, you know, the like Four Nations Cup that they did last year and stuff like that. That's where I think, you know, really have a future for the sport. Just like in the past, how when you look at like what are some of the greatest, you know, international series in the history of hockey, maybe this game's easier than I thought, or maybe Anaheim just sucks. I love looking at him dance like that, man. He looks like he's at one of those raves, you know. Too much Molly. Can I say that on YouTube? I probably can. I'm probably going to get this demonetized. But yeah, this is actually really cool, and these angles and stuff are pretty cool too. How come I haven't heard more about this game? Like, did people just forget about it or what? But what I was going to say about international play is when you're thinking about like great international play, I think of like, you know, the 1987, what was it, the Canada Cup, right? Or like the Canadians playing against the Soviet Union in 1976, something like that, right? You think more about that sort of thing than necessarily thinking a lot about Olympic hockey, right? Especially since for so many years Olympic hockey was, you know, confined to the amateurs, right? I mean, I guess technically all of the Soviet players were amateurs, right? Anyway.
Drills it from the right side. What a save!
I'm not sure how I'm supposed to pass it from the goalie to anyone else. It's like as soon as we make the save, then it just gives us the face-off like right away. So I thought we were supposed to have like a period to wait or something like this. Anyway, this isn't exactly like the greatest, you know, classic game of all time or anything like that. But there's a lot of stuff in here that's really cool and that's really well done, I'll say that. Like, you're not going to, like, play this game and then be like, oh, screw this, I'm never playing NHL, you know, 94 again or anything like that. That's not going to happen. But it's a fun, you know, thing to play as sort of like an alternative. Oh, okay, so I have to push this A button like twice to get anything to happen.
Forward pass, knocked down while winding up. He passes.
And then I do think that I'm supposed to be able to do something with the C buttons. Ah, see right there, I just did it. I was able to like go to ice or whatever. The problem is that I don't actually have C buttons. I'm pushing this like control stick thing kind of like up and down and hoping that I push in the right direction. So anyway, it's just emulation things, right? I probably should be like the other channels where, like, you know, you actually have the system, right? You actually spend money on it like you're supposed to, but whatever. Whatever, that's the way it is. That's alright, this is fun. And it's all about fun, right? You know, that's what the whole thing's about. You know, we try to have fun with this. Give me, there we go, give me the player.
He carries it over the blue line, intercepts the puck. He picks up the puck.
The other thing I'll notice is that it's not as easy in this game to dump it in and then win it, you know, down the ice. Whereas with, like, at least NHLPA 93, I feel like every single time I do it, I always end up getting there first. So, anyway. Yeah, some pretty cool stuff. I am a little bit concerned that the camera angle is a little bit closer than I'd like it to be. Yeah, take that, McInnes.
the call. The Edmonton Oilers.
Like, to be honest, I would much rather have it where, you know, it's a little bit easier for me to see, like, the whole ice, right? So, like, right here, for example, I can only see, like, a certain... Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. It passes the other button. But, like, right there, you know, I can only see, like, so much of the ice. I can't really see that far in front of me. I can't see where the other players are and all that stuff. For a game like this is actually a big problem. And as you already know, you know, hockey is not necessarily so much about right where the puck is. It's more about, like, you know, where everybody else is and where you are in relation to the other players. That's the important thing. So, you know, when you're watching a game live, it is important to know where the puck is, but that's not the only thing. That's actually the thing that Fox got wrong all those years ago with that puck tracking technology. We have the end of the first period. But yeah, it's because they put too much emphasis on, like, exactly where the puck is instead of on what the players are doing. Anyway. So it's a good time now for me to remind you, as usual, if you enjoyed this channel, please consider becoming a supporter of the channel. You can find a YouTube membership. You can go, like, support me on Patreon. Patreon is helpful because there are tiers where you can, like, get a whole bunch of old games and stuff if you want to spend all your time like I do watching a bunch of old games. So, wait. Anyway, so go check that out if you enjoy what you see. If your support helps make it possible for this to keep going. That's probably good enough. As you can tell, I don't have, like, you know, the ChatGPT written script in front of me or whatever. I'm just sort of, like, making it up on the fly, so it is. Woohoo!
Goal scored by Smith.
Nice. Apologies too that I don't know all of these players, like, by name, especially since, I mean, this is an era of hockey I'm not intimately familiar with. But that was great. This game, like I said, this game is actually a lot of fun. If you haven't played this game, you really ought to play it. I mean, it's not going to be anything like, you know, your modern NHL games and stuff like that. It's got a lot of problems, as you can tell in the wonderful way that I'm playing it. But it is a lot of fun. The presentation here is actually really good.
Down the right wing with speed.
Let me get back here.
He stick handles in enemy territory.
There we go. I'm not sure if the computer, when it controls my other players, if the computer is even capable of, like, you know, checking the guy, because it seems to just want to, like, sort of stand there in position and kind of make a couple moves, and that's it. So I don't know.
Fires it, save, and the goalie hangs on.
That was a beautiful save. Jeez. Anyway, so what I should be talking about is tomorrow I'm going to try to put out, hopefully I can get it ready in time, I'm going to try to make a video about, actually about Blades of Steel. We're going to talk about this series, we'll talk about the arcade game and stuff like that, because my rotation, we're back around to, like, the video games and stuff like that. The other thing to know is that I am going to continue the replay with the old APA Hockey for DOS game for the 93-94 season. I just need a little bit of time to get that ready. What I've been doing a lot of lately is, dude, I can't control my guy, man. I'm trying to get him to go, like, right, and instead he goes, like, in circles. So there's something wrong that I'm doing here with the controls.
Nice save.
Anyway, yeah, we will get back to playing some APA Hockey for DOS. I'm going to do a little bit more preparation this next time so that I know something about, like, the players and all of that stuff. So look for that coming up pretty soon.
Takes over control of the puck. The ref stops the play for a face-off.
Normally I would say I want to do it today. I don't think that there's much of a chance I'm going to be able to do it today because I have a lot of other things that are planned. But that should come soon. That's the thing. So look for that coming soon. See, I can't see if anybody's in front of me or not, and that would have, you know, a major impact on, like, you know, what my strategy is going forward.
The Anaheim Mighty Ducks has been caught offside.
And, like, right there, for example, it's impossible. How is he supposed to see that he's offside? You can see it there in the replay, but from this camera angle, there's no way of seeing it. Now, I don't know if there's like supposed to be a way I'm supposed to change the camera angle like when I'm playing or what, because you remember the N64 had that Z button that they made such a big deal about, where you could like look at the camera angles and change stuff around and all that stuff.
Drills it from the right side. Nice save.
Well, Anaheim must not have been a very good team that year,
He's
huh?
been playing well recently.
That is pretty cool though, that they have like a little bit of like color commentary, you know, and like in between the face-off and stuff. That's actually pretty advanced for, you know, 1998, 1999. I mean, this isn't that far removed from like the Super Nintendo era and, you know, Genesis and stuff like that, so it's actually pretty cool.
Snaps it. Lays the big shoulder on it. Play is
Oh, come on. He didn't even touch him.
The Anaheim Mighty Ducks has an opportunity on the power play. Oilers penalty. Save. He passes. He carries it over the blue line. Knocked down while winding up. He takes over control.
Come on, man. It should have been a penalty. Should have been a penalty on him.
Fires it too high. Drills it from the right side. Save. The ref stops the play.
Yeah, I can't get him to pass it out no matter what I do. Oh, well. But yeah, this is pretty cool, right? It's got the NHL and the NHLPA licenses, so it shows you that, you know, they were taking Konami pretty seriously, you know, in those days.
1 minute left in the power play. Smith, glove save.
That's pretty cool too. So they got the water bottle there and all that stuff. I remember back when I was a kid going to minor league hockey games, and I was always fascinated that the goalies have the water bottle and stuff behind them, because especially if you're a kid, if you're like 9, 10 years old, you're like, man, these goalies, it looks like a monster or something like that, right? You forget that it's actually some guy, you know.
He carries it over the blue line. He takes over control of the puck, snaps it, save.
Anyway. Yeah, that's a really nice touch. There's a lot of the little things in this game that it does really well, I think. So, anyway, I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to be this enthusiastic about a, you know, N64 game from like almost 30 years ago. Can you believe that? It's been almost 30 years.
Back to even strength. Save. The ref stops the play for a face-off.
All right. Well, we killed the penalty, and we killed him my way. So I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do tomorrow for, you know, our EA Sports NHL Series habit. I'm probably going to go back to NHL. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so if I push that B button, that's what does it. That's what gets us a penalty. That's good to know.
Lets that one go. Sends him flying with a hip check. Just a couple of minutes left to go in the period. He has control.
Yeah, you think I'm dumping it in, don't you?
On the left wing. Snaps it. Misses the left post. Forward pass. Pass to the opening. Receives the pass. He carries it over the blue line. Glove save. Wait. Checks the puck carrier. He takes over control of the puck. 1 minute left in the power play. Save. It's in the net. Goal off the rebound. That's a power play goal.
It's cool looking at those letters dance on the screen, though. That's pretty cool stuff. Look at the goalie fidgeting around after he gives that one. Lets that one in. That's pretty funny.
Mighty Ducks goal. 1 minute remaining.
I can't believe that they named an NHL team after a freaking movie. I remember watching that movie. I do. I remember seeing that in the theaters. I don't know why we went to see that, but there you go. Take that, punk.
By the goalie with a wicked slap shot. Goal scored very late in the period.
That's the thing. I mean, the one real complaint I have about this game, it may just be that we're playing Anaheim, but the complaint that I have is that, like, they're not actually playing much defense. They're kind of like letting us do whatever it is that we want to do on offense. So I can, like, bring it up out of the back. I can take, here's my defenseman. Okay, we're going to take it up out of the back. It didn't work that time. But like, I can basically take this down the ice all by myself. Nobody's going to touch me. There's no neutral zone trap, right? There's no like, let's make him pay for this or that or anything. You can do whatever it is you want.
Solani, he's got the puck on a string, lays the big shoulder on him.
The controls in this game too are pretty good. Once I get used to it, with the exception of I'm still trying to figure out, how the skating actually works here.
He has control. He picks up the puck and it's icing.
Anyway, but yeah, for the most part, it's pretty good, right? So I know that I push, like, if I want to hit someone, I just push the B button. If I want to pass, I push the A button. It's pretty, predictable. And for the most part, they do kind of what you expect them to do. So I don't know. Overall, I think that this is actually a better game than the PlayStation version. There are a lot of similarities, definitely, but I do think that this is a little bit better. This seems to work a little bit better. The graphics tend to be a little bit better. It's not perfect. You could probably, like, mess around with it and, like, upgrade it to HD or something like that. I know people do that with N64 games, if you really wanted to, if it's, like, that precious to play this game or whatever. But yeah, it's not bad. It's all right. I'm kind of surprised that this series didn't last longer, I wonder if, maybe this got some bad reviews from some magazines or something like that, people just didn't buy it.
Just off the target.
But this is actually a pretty good game.
Intercepts the puck.
Yeah, see, look at this. See, nobody's going to touch me, nobody's going to do anything. Oh, somebody finally did. Okay.
Passes it to the other side. In all alone on a breakaway.
Or I could just do that.
And the goalie hangs on for a whistle.
No interference there. He was like right on top of me. Anyway, this is a game I could definitely see myself playing like again and again. Absolutely. This is actually a lot of fun.
Snaps it just off the target.
I thought that was in.
Quick release from in close.
Well, how did you miss it from that angle?
Big shoulder on him. He takes over control of the puck. The ref blows the whistle to stop the play. Charging is the call. The Anaheim Mighty Ducks has an opportunity on the power play. They have one power play goal. Checks the puck carrier, breaks out of the zone on an odd man rush.
Oilers penalty.
Fires it, save, but it's still loose.
Just trying to
Lays the big shoulder on it.
go down on all fours, but it didn't quite work.
The ref stops the play for a face-off.
So yeah, like I said, I think probably sometime this weekend, at some point in time, I'm going to go back and do more of that Apple hockey. I might shy away a little bit from doing the same type of play-by-play. I might do something that's a little bit easier, sort of on my voice. But I don't know. Maybe I will do the same sort of thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just try to make it as interesting and engaging as I possibly can, given what the content is like and stuff like that. I know that a lot of people like don't play games like that and aren't really. Oh, I forgot the two-line pass rule.
The score is 1-4.
I don't even know if that was a good call or not. Anyway, but yeah, so I'll try to make it sort of as
control of the puck. 30 seconds left in the man advantage.
As engaging as I possibly can and as interesting as possible.
He carries it over the blue line, fires it, save. Solani, Korea, back to even strength. We're at the midway mark of the period. Snaps it. The goalie stops.
But see, like right there is a problem with this game.
It's in the net. Goal scored by.
And the problem is not just that I gave up a goal. There's a problem with this game in that I'm trying to play defense and I have a certain guy and I'm going back and then suddenly like my control changes to a guy who's off screen who I don't see, right? That's a big problem and it happens all of a sudden. It makes it really hard to like figure out what you're doing.
Score is 2-4.
Of course, the other problem is it's the early days of like 3D games like this, of course, but the other problem is that like it shows you a replay and it goes like at like super speed for some reason, yeah, whatever.
at speed.
Not the
Snaps
greatest
it.
programming I've ever seen.
He picks up the
There
puck
we
and
go.
it's icing.
And there's other things too, right? You know, like the crowd looks totally flat and stuff. I remember this. There's a couple generations, you know, of gaming where 3D games didn't have a 3D crowd.
Checks the puck
Even
carrier.
these days, you see stuff like that from time to time.
He
you
has
know.
control. The Edmonton
Dude,
Oilers
bro,
have been caught offside.
You couldn't wait at the line for me? Seriously?
Checks
Kids
the
these
puck
days, I
carrier.
tell ya.
Play is whistled dead. High sticking penalty.
There we
for
go.
a
That's more
2-minute
like it.
minor.
I love that he
Edmonton
slams the door
Oilers has
shut.
an opportunity on the power play. Smith fires it from the blue line. Sacrifices his body to stop the puck.
Mighty
Sacrifice
Ducks
the body.
penalty.
He has control. He carries it over the blue line. Fires it. Save. Pass to the opening. Two-line pass is called on the play.
Okay, that actually was a two-line pass.
Score is 2-4.
The last one, I'm pretty sure wasn't.
Rips it just off the target. He picks it up behind the net. 1 minute left in the power play. Shoot, save, and the goalie hangs on for a whistle. Shoot, save.
There we go.
Lays the big shoulder on him. Fires it from the left, just off the target. The Edmonton Oilers.
Oh,
has
there
been
was
caught
another guy
offside.
down low. Oh, yeah, my bad. I thought I waited long enough.
Smith. He makes a flip pass. Just a couple of minutes left to go in the period. Back to even strength.
Yeah, two-line pass. Oh.
He passes. Great anticipation. Snaps it just off the target. He takes over control of the puck. Fires it. Save.
All right. Oh,
Intercepts
I'm
the
trying to
puck.
set up the one-timer, but I don't even know if it exists in this game.
Passes it to the other
It's pretty
side.
cool though that you can like dive
He
down like
carries it
that.
over the
And,
blue line. He takes
I mean,
over
it's
control of the
it's
puck.
it's,
He
it's a
has
pretty cool
control.
mechanism.
He carries it over the blue line. Snaps it. Fires it. Intercepts the puck. Puts it
Thankfully, you can't always see where my guy is as he's skating like the wrong way. That's all good. This is pretty cool. The physics and stuff in this game is pretty neat, and the different like assortment of things you can do. It's pretty cool. I'm surprised that this series didn't last longer because this is actually a pretty good quality game. It sure is a lot better than that stupid Game Boy Color game. That game was awful.
Score is 2-4. The Edmonton Oilers wins the exhibition matchup. That wraps up tonight's broadcast of the game. From all of us at Konami Sports, I'm Randy Hahn. Thank you and good night.
Anyway, that's pretty cool stuff. I actually really like this game. Thanks to whoever mentioned it in the comments, and apologies that I always forget, you know, people's names and stuff like that. But that actually was good. I want to play this game more often. So anyway, yeah, we'll exit. We'll just go ahead and exit that and call that a day. So there you have it. That's a little bit of Blades of Steel 2000 for the N64. Like I said, if you have not played this before, I highly recommend it. This was a really fun game. A lot of fun, a lot of action. So I'll talk with you again tomorrow. We'll see you then.